Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I just recorded a video and then realized that no, I wasn't even recording. I must have hit a button and it didn't actually record. So this is a take two, not intentionally on this entry, but I will try to remember the things that I said, and perhaps there'll be even more inspiration that will come from talking about it again. So today is February 22nd, 222, right? That's pretty cool. We're on our journey with Sarah Ban Breathnach's book this year, Simple Abundance, and exploring her principles: joy, harmony, beauty, order, simplicity, and gratitude. And right now, we're in the month of love, right? She's taking us on our safari to self. We're in the middle of this authentic dig to reach the innermost soul of ourselves. It's been interesting, right? I hope so far this month that you've really been cherishing some self-love. I hope you did write your Valentine to yourself, and there's still time, you can do it this month. Whether you did that or you are doing some other self-care activities to really give yourself time in a sacred space or a studio of your own, or you're taking time to carve out that space in your home. Really hope you're doing that. I hope that you're feeling inspired and that this has been a positive experience so far. I do thank you for being along with me here on the journey. In these last few entries this month, as she's talking about the safari to self, she definitely gives us a bit of encouragement, because just like in other times that we've had some discussions, there can be ups and downs on this, right? I do think of a safari as being potentially in the desert, right? And she does too. She talks about how there could be a lack of rain and rebirth, but that you know that you're going to get to that point. So don't lose heart. I know I've said that to you before. I've definitely had sort of a challenging week myself, so I was very comforted by some of these entries, and knowing that this whole journey is going to be filled with a lot of different things. And she talks about the other day about some dragons and how we may have to slay them with a sword of love and light. I don't think of dragons in a safari. I think more of animals like maybe lions or leopards, maybe. As I think about the safari to self, for me, I think I can see the expansive beauty in the scenery, and I guess I can equate that to my experiences in front of me and looking behind me too. And then yes, there are going to be fears, right? I'm going to read what she says in the February 20th entry, because it's really perfect. We don't know where we're headed, and it can be very scary. Old dreams are resurfacing, new desires are wooing. Instead of clarity, we feel confused. At moments like this, it is comforting to consider that there really is nothing to fear from self-awareness, because at the end of all of our personal exploration, we will be reunited with our own authentic selves. The woman who's been missing, not just from the center of our life, but even from its fringes. It is interesting when you know how we've talked about what do I love and what do I want from life, and we've been doing a lot of these self-exploration journal things that I do all the time. It is interesting that sometimes those things can make you feel a little more confused or overwhelmed. So you need to look for the hope, right? And that's what I'm always reaching for. I do have many moments of hopelessness, honestly. I've been upfront about some struggles that I have. But this book is definitely helping to remind me that if I feel like I'm losing my way, it's a part of the journey, and I am going to end up at the end. And well, it's not like there is like an actual end. Maybe when we die someday. I think this is a lifelong journey, even though it's only 365 days according to the front of the book. But This is really a lifelong journey to self, I think. We can get to a point where we are living authentically, but then we may fall off the way, like I mentioned in another video too, about the GPS and trying to recalculate and get back to ourselves. So what do you think about when you think about the safari of your life? Are you connecting anything, like I said, like potentially the predators of fear, or the beautiful scenery, or the adventure of the unknown? She says something else in February 22nd, today's entry. A safari of the self and spirit is at times lonely, but we know we are never alone. It is a comfort to realize that this sense of isolation is necessary if we are to encounter mystery, which is very much a part of the safari. Each day in the wilderness brings with it the struggle to survive and a heightened awareness of how wonderful it is just to see the sun set and rise again in the morning. Each day on safari is lived to the fullest because it is all that is guaranteed. If only we could learn this lesson as well in our everyday lives. What do you think about that? I keep thinking about my little safari animal set. I feel like I need to get some little figurines or something, put on my desk, remind me of how much I really loved setting up the whole safari scene. I'm just going to close with what she says here at the end of today's entry. Expect to have hope rekindled. Expect your prayers to be answered in wondrous ways. The dry season in life does not last. The spring rains will come again. It's a nice reminder during winter too. I'm so ready for spring. So we're going to go further this month into our archaeological dig. I'm wondering if you're feeling a little bit confused, lost, afraid, or if it's been a really positive thing for you. I hope it's been a positive thing. Overall, it's absolutely been a positive thing for me, even though I am sitting with a lot of feelings of fear, and I have my moments of feeling lost, for sure. Thank you for being here with me and understanding. And like I've said before, you're not alone. I'm here with you, and I love that you're here with me. Thank you so much. I really hope this one video, because I haven't been looking, I think the counter is going. Yes, it is. So this one should be successfully uploaded. Yes. And Annabelle approves. She always has to chime in. In fact, in the other video that didn't actually take, she jumped up back behind me and was being very distracting again. So she still wants to be the star of the channel. She's my little assistant. I will see you guys next time. And remember to really be fostering love today and always. Love you guys. Thanks.